Oh, wow. Okay, so that was pretty crazy. I was just getting sorted and I started and then it just stopped on me. All right. How is everyone? Oh my gosh, we're going live. We're here live right now. So hopefully people will join in as we go. Thank you so much for being here. I'm kind of nervous. I'm excited to have you all here with me. This is a Facebook Live training on how to heal from uncontrolled binge eating behaviors to developing a balanced, healthy relationship with food. So thank you all for being here. We are live now. This is great. I'm really excited for everyone to be here. When you join in, please let me know where you're coming from. It just popped out from me. I just went to go and start live. I had everything set up and then it just went poof. So I hope everyone gets on here. I'm really excited to have you here. I love hearing from everybody. Hello, let everybody come. How are you doing? Come on, join in. Nice to see you all here. I love hearing from you. Hi, Taylor. How are you? Welcome. Let us know where you're joining from. Thank you for being here. I'm really stoked to have you all here. Like I said, what we're going to cover today, we're going to be diving into some topics and deep transformative topics that are holding us back from living our best lives possible. So have a thought about this through the live. What do you think your best ideal life could possibly look like? Hi Tarn, I'm so happy to have you here too. Hello everybody, welcome so much. I'm so glad to have you here. Let us know in the comments where you're joining from. It's great to have you all here. I'm really excited to have you here. I've got notes that I'm reading, so if I look like I'm not paying attention to the screen, it's because I really want to get this information out to you so that I can make sure it's the best possible way that I can go. So I do have notes, like I said, and I'm doing this kind of impromptu. I hope that you can see me well enough. I hope that you can hear everything. I'm really glad that you're in the shop. Cars coming up from the shops. Well done, Taylor. That's awesome. All right, so today what we're going to cover is how we're talking about binge eating. So who's been binge eating before? I can definitely relate to this. I've done it. Oh my gosh, this was my past. I'm very passionate about this because this has been something that has been a really big issue for me for a lot of my years in life, like over 30 years, 35 plus years, 30 years plus. And so I'm very passionate about this because I've found some tools that have helped me so that I can get on in life and help others with this. So what we're going to cover today is how to stop eating so quickly without awareness and then feeling guilty and shameful afterwards. So do we all feel like that when we binge eat? Who's binge eaten before, right? Why restrictive dieting or irregular eating patterns can lead to hunger and triggered binge episodes. That's number 2. Number 3, we're going to discuss how to come back from feeling like crap. Do you feel like crap after you binge? Like when you eat so much and you don't even know how to, you just like feel like crap? How to come back from feeling like crap instead of going down that rabbit hole again and continue with the problem. Thank you so much, Taryn. That looks so good. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful that you're here. Thank you so much for joining in. And fourth, what we're going to talk about tonight is how to develop a balanced, healthy relationship with food. Who wants to know about that? Does that sound good so far? All right. Awesome. All right. And so what I also want to say about this is that I've also got a special gift for those who stay with me until the end of this live. I've got so many good things that we're going to do in this live. It's great. This is, like I said, where my passion is and where I really love to talk to people about stuff because it was a problem for me for so long. So I've got some tools that we can use. I've got some exciting, let's talk binge. Like, let's talk really serious about binge. What do we all binge on and stuff like that. So I've got some exciting things to go along. So those who stay with me to the end, I am going to be offering a very incredible gift. It's valued at $333, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. And while you're here, I just want you to ask you as well to tag a friend or someone in the comments who you think might need this as well. So just tag anybody. If you think anybody that you know that binges, anybody that eats too much or feels like they go into this kind of zone where they don't even know what's going on, please tag them and let them know so that they can see this and watch this as well. Hi, yes, here for it. Very good. Thank you for being here. All right. As well, as we're talking about things, I would love it if you could pop over after this, after we do this training, and like and follow me on my Facebook page. I've got a goal to get like 1,000 followers, and then I'm going to give like a whole bunch of juicy tips and amazing things that I'm going to give away for free on my Facebook page. It's Kelly Bratland Coaching, and that's on Facebook as well. So if you like, follow, give it some stars, give it some whatever, give a review if you know me. I would love to have that grow some more so I can get some more, so I can give some stuff away. I want to just do that. I really, my goal is to get 1,000 people in there. So thank you so much for that. Oh, thank you so much. This is really great. Awesome. Thank you for even just starting with this. Thank you, Taylor. That's amazing. It's incredible. So my story, this is where I start with my story. Let me share why I'm so passionate about this topic. So there was a time when I really struggled with food. Really crazy. Binging was almost my normal, if that's what you would like to call it. I would binge pretty much up to 20 times a day, if you can even say that's something. And I had to say that's a sad habit that I would also purge afterwards. So I felt trapped, like I was constantly at war with myself, my body, my mind, my soul, and it wasn't even good. Hi, Ruth. Nice very much to have you here. I felt like I was trapped, constantly war with myself. This was I felt like this was a life sentence for me, pretty much. Like I didn't think that there was any way out of this kind of behavior, because it was day after day after day after day. I tell myself every single night that tomorrow would be different. I would stop, no binges. I promise myself every night that tomorrow I would be healthier. I wouldn't even look at it. I would eat healthy. I would be really, really good with myself. And well, the intention, intentions without actions are just kind of words. So by the next morning, it all would go out the door. And that's kind of how it happened for over 30 years. By the next morning, by 10 o'clock, it'd be gone. And this happened over, like I said, it happened for over 30 years of my life, and it was growing into my husband's life, my kids' life, and into our whole world. So this was something that was really, really bad. It was all in our lives. So how many follow with that? It's really destructive. It's really a bad place to be. And so that just kept happening. So really there's only so much hiding and sneaking around that you can do with food before enough's enough, really. But through my adventure, I finally found the perfect set of tools and strategies that have helped me to break free from all of this. I mean, now I'm living a life that is absolutely astronomical. I don't think about food. I do not obsess about food. I enjoy life, and I am present in the moment and all that. So now I'm here to help you do the same, to help you embrace your adventure and create a healthy life lasting with change. So who's with me on this? Can anyone relate? Let me know in the comments where you feel with all this. I'll put the link in. Tarn, thank you so much for asking. I will send you a link with all of this, and we'll get you sorted with that. Thank you so much for reaching out. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really grateful. All right, so the first thing that I would like to ask, and let me know in the comments below, what do you consider to be a binge? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it taste like? Where is your mindset in this? I would love to know. Just let me know in the comments, what does a binge feel like for you? I would really love to hear this. And, if you show me yours, I'll show you mine. I've actually set it out on the table, what a particular binge would look like for me. So as you're writing this out for me, I will explain this. A binge episode typically involves eating a large amount of food in a very short period, or a long period if you do it like I used to do it. And it's often triggered by emotions like stress or sadness, accompanied by a loss of control. So how many of you out there, when you binge, when you go out and you're eating and you're just not thinking about what you're doing, right? People may consume really high calorie comfort food really quickly, sometimes not even when they're hungry. They might feel unable to stop despite the discomfort, right? So it's something where we just mindlessly eat, and we just keep feeding ourselves like this. This behavior really often leads to you feeling guilt and shame. Yeah, ice cream. That's one of mine, Tarn. I'm telling you. Oh, Taylor. Oh, shoving food down to high. Yes. You know, actually, to go off on a tangent here, I used to stash food everywhere in the house. This is how bad I was. Like, I would have food anywhere in the house. I would hide it in my kids' rooms. I would hide it in the pantries. I shove it in the back corner so no one could see it. I'm getting really raw with this because I'm really passionate about this. Food was a really big problem for me. Binging was a really big problem for me. And like I said, purging was another one. So, and that's right too. You know you should stop, but you can't, right? And you just, in your head, you're just going into that moment. So we might compensate. You know, we feel guilt, we feel shame. Do you feel guilt and shame after you do that? Like you're just like, what the heck? I don't want to really swear, but what the F are we doing, right? You compensate afterwards, maybe through like extreme dieting. Do you go and try to exercise the crap out of all of that? Take diuretics, like some people do the laxatives and sort of things like that. Or we exercise like as much as we can. Binge eating generally combines emotional triggers, like and a compulsive, distressing eating experience. So do you follow me on that? And then restrictions. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, that's right. And that's a cycle. And that's a pattern. And when we break this pattern, like I had this pattern for over 30 years. This was a pattern and I didn't recognize it. And I just thought this was how life was going to be. And I'm so excited to tell you that it doesn't have to be like this. Honest to God, it does not have to be like this. So yeah, you showed me yours. So I'm going to take my phone up here and I'm going to show you mine. Okay. So yeah, it's emotional stuff. I mean, like, I think my husband would say something and I'd just get triggered, or the kids would do something wrong and I would just get triggered. And then I'd just go straight for the pantry or wherever and I would just start binging. So I've taken some foods out, so I'm going to show you. This is what I would usually eat in a moment. And like I said, I used to do this up to 20 times a day. Okay, this was really All right, so here's my reverse camera. All right. So I would make like 2 tins of soup. I'd have a bunch of salmon stuff. I'd probably eat a whole bunch of crackers and I would be gobbling the watered down like crazy Sprite, pop. That is like a lot of calories and a lot of stuff to go in your body, right? That is my savory binge. Who has a savory binge? Put your hand up or put like a hand up in the comments if you get like a savory binge. Is that sort of your thing? Yeah. Oh, hey, Sharon. Nice to see you. So yeah, this is my savory binge. All right. Yep. Eating to soothe as well. Okay. Now I'm going to show you chips. Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm going to actually tell you this. So when we used to live in Chinchilla, this is where I'm going to tell you, like I said, I'm being really raw and really honest with this. We used to live, I think it's an hour to Dalby, it's an hour to Dalby. So we lived in Chinchilla and I would go to Dalby and I had the kids were really, really young, so they wouldn't know this. I would go and buy like a big thing of KFC and I would eat KFC, the chips, the nuggets, the chicken, everything all the way home. I would do an hour drive of binging. Like, who's done anything like that? Please let me know if you've done that. Hey, Zoe, nice to see you here. I'm just talking right now about having like an hour-long binge. Going to KFC in Dalby and driving an hour back to Chinchilla and eating chicken, eating chips, eating gravy, and I would eat all the way home. Like, this is how bad it was for me. So now, yes, right? That's it, right? And I don't eat that stuff. I don't like that stuff. It's like ultra processed food. Very, very not good for the mind, not good for the heart, not good for the soul. All right. So I'm going to show you here. This is my sweet tooth. This is me with my sweet tooth. I'm going to show you this. So my sweets, I'd start off pretty much with a bucket of ice cream. Who likes ice cream? Tell me yes in the comments below. Do you like ice cream? I would love to hear. Who likes ice cream? Who likes ice cream? All right, and these, oh my gosh, Reese's. Yes, I would take some of these. I would eat all of this. This is all. I would eat all of this in a binge. I would have 3 of these rice puddings. I would make sure that I would have a big bottle of Fanta. And then I'd have some more chocolate. 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 Like, look at that. You eat all that. This is Halloween treats. Okay? Who's ever done something like this? This is a binge. This is definitely a binge. Had KFC for dinner and I ate too much because I had no more lunch, but was justified going to feel awful later. We do. We feel awful later, don't we? And that's just us punishing ourselves. We've got to be kind to ourselves there, Taylor, sorry. We've got to be really kind to ourselves. And this is me. Like, this rice pudding is so good. I'd eat 3 of them. Who can eat 1? Right? Like, 1 is enough. But this is where I'd go. I would eat all of that at 1 helping, right? And feel like crap. So I just wanted to share with you, that is what a binge would look like for me. Mind you, I would say too, that for myself, I would purge as well, right? So I'd probably go at that like 5 or 6 times. And I would do that 20 times a day. Okay, up to 20 times a day. So, I mean, like, you know that you have got a binge and we all do this. That's just the guilt and the remorse. I would have moments where I would just like tune out. I would tone out for the day and be gone. And then well, I would purge. Like I said, I would purge. If you have that in your stomach, it's so sore. It's so sick. Do you feel that? Do you feel what I'm saying here? You just feel so horrible. So, yeah, that's binging. Can everybody agree with me that that's what binging looks like? Do you understand that? Do you know what a binge is? Right? Where we're emotionless, we're numb, we're just blocking out everything that's happening, and we're basically like not tuning into what's going on around us. I don't even taste that food. Do you taste when you binge? Do you taste anything? I don't taste anything. I just basically tune out. There's no taste, there's no flavor, there's no anything. I'm zoned out, I'm in my head, and I'm just shoveling it. Shovel, 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 shovel. And then done, right? So that's why we're here today. Woo! Okay, that's why we're here. We are going to get to the root of this. So I'm so grateful you're all here today. Thank you so much for being in. Thank you for tuning in. All right, just like I said, drop me in the comments, like if you're getting anything out of this so far. Yeah, so we've described basically what a binge is. No flavor. Yep, definitely chocolate. Rice pudding, yes, and chocolate, yes. That's me to the T. I didn't even know about this stuff till I moved to Australia, honestly. Yeah, so our first problem that we're going to look at and we're going to try to solve and deal with is how to stop eating so quickly without awareness and then feeling that guilt and shame and disgust. I mean, those horrible feelings that really don't do us any justice whatsoever. So basically what it looks like is eating too quickly and without awareness often looks like finishing a meal without really tasting or noticing what we're eating, like we were describing before. Only realizing afterwards that you've overate, you feel uncomfortable, you're overfull. We don't actually have that little thing, it's called leptin. We have these hormones in our bodies that tell us, yeah, stop, or yeah, go. And we don't actually recognize that. And we feel uncomfortable. Who feels uncomfortable after a binge? Say yes in the comments. Let me know. So this can happen when you're eating while you're distracted. Everybody distracted. While you're scrolling on the phone. Who eats while they scroll on the phone? I would really love to see that too. Right? Who eats while they're just scrolling away mindlessly? Oh, yes, indeed, right? Or you're watching TV. Who sits and eats their bucket of ice cream like me while you're watching TV? Just sit there, watch TV. I got my pop, you call it soft drink or whatever. Or even standing up and eating on the go. Does anyone do that as well? Sometimes, and let me know if these are you at all. Like I said, I would get upset with my partner. Something that he would say or do, and then something, like I said, something that the kids would do, and then I just find myself in the kitchen binging on whatever, just binging. I would just grab whatever, distracted eating. Yeah, Taylor, that's right, and not even tasting it. So what does this look like afterwards? Well, if you're like me, you might feel guilty or ashamed, thinking like, why did I eat so fast? Or like, why did I eat so much? Like, what was I doing? What was I thinking? And these stem from frustrations of not feeling in control, or from having ignored the physical hunger and fullness cues. So that's your ghrelin, I call it gremlin, that's your hunger cue, and your leptin. These are hormones in your body that when you kind of forget about them, they go crazy, they go really crazy. And that's when we overeat, undereat, we try to fast, all this stuff. These are cues for our body. These are natural, I guess, like survival mode methods, right? This creates stress around eating, and this leads to more overeating or undereating or restricting, as we like to call it, right? Who does that? And then that just kind of leads to more guilt, which makes it harder to build a healthy relationship with food. Who wants a healthy relationship with food? Let me know. Do you like a healthy relationship with food? It's an amazing place to be. I swear to you, it's so incredible. Practicing mindful eating, setting up mealtime rituals, and focusing on your body how your body feels during meals can help break this cycle. Yes. Thank you so much. Yep. So one thing we can do before you start eating is take a deep breath. I did this the other day, actually. It was really amazing because I ate pizza. My son makes pizza all the time. He is an incredible chef. He cooks so much. And I often say, like, that's a bad food. That's not a healthy, I can't eat that food, right? And I don't look at it. I smell it. It's so incredible, right? But I often avoid it, right? So I'm restricting, right? The other day I went on and I did a live where I was actually eating pizza. Before you start eating, take a deep breath. Smell your food. Look at your food. Note the colors of your food, the smells, the textures, and all that kind of stuff. I did that with this pizza. It was the best thing I've ever ate. And set an intention to enjoy each bite. When you sit there and, I don't know, I think they say, like, who's ever heard that they say, like, chew it like 30 times or something? Like, I don't know, I wouldn't chew my food 30 times. But to chew it a lot, right? Like, mindful eating brings awareness and experience. So this makes it actually more enjoyable. And we kind of just like, it's like when you go on a date, you're enjoying it, right? When you go to the movies, you're sitting in an experience, right? We all want that great experience. Yeah, and oh, thank you so much, Ruth. Yeah, watching me eat the pizza. It was really, really good. So when you connect with your hunger cues and savor the meal rather than just eating mindlessly, we tend to just kind of be there. It's present, it's mindfulness, and it's present sort of thing. So there's some sort of tips that you can use a smaller plate when you eat, or you can like put your utensils down after you take a bite. I mean, I know a lot of people, like, I don't know how many people actually do that. I know maybe, I don't want to put this in like a label or anything, but maybe a lot of Christian people sit down, put your food down, and then you take a bite, and you put your meal down, you put your fork and knife down, and you savor it. That would be like an ideal goal for everyone. What do you think? Yeah? But that kind of helps you slow the process down and allows your body to kind of get in tune with those hormones, the ghrelin and leptin, so that the leptin can say like, oh, we're full, let's just chill out now. A second thing you can do is you can like set a mealtime ritual. Like you could basically like set a timer for 20 minutes and challenge yourself to finish within that time, but taking smaller bites and chewing it thoroughly, and aiming to enjoy that experience more. So having a mealtime ritual, like setting a timer, helps you stay focused in the process and prevents rushing, right? So you're not just sitting there and just shoveling it, right? Like when we just shovel it all in. Chewing more thoroughly helps your body recognize when it's satisfied. So the other thing they say is maybe try having a glass of water before you eat. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but that's what's recommended. Pausing to sip water while during the meal. But I would love to hear if you have any sort of experience with this, because some people say, yeah, drink some water slowly or have something to drink while you're eating. Other people say, don't drink while you're eating. Drink like half an hour before you're going to have a meal. So maybe that's something to let me know in the comments if that's something that you have heard of. And the other thing is, number 3 is focus on gratitude and self-compassion. So before eating, think of one thing that you are grateful about with your food in the body, like the nourishment of the meal that will provide. Focusing on gratitude can reduce the stress and guilt associated with eating. So just be grateful for what you're eating. Look at it, enjoy it, and practice self-compassion with everything. I mean, everybody tends to overeat every once in a while. I mean, binging is something like we all do it. Sometimes, you know, when you go to, you have a party, we tend to overeat, or you go to other things, we tend to overeat. But it's something like, just reflect on the experience with curiosity and not judging yourself, because you know what, you're your best friend, so definitely be your best friend. Hi Renee, nice to have you here. Oh my gosh, this is my mentor. I'm really freaking out now because she is an expert on all of these hormones and everything that I was explaining, the ghrelin and the leptin. So if you ate quickly, recognize it without shame and use it as a learning opportunity maybe for the next time. So can anyone relate with any of this sort of stuff? Like, can you understand that, you know, being kind to yourself, slowing down the process, maybe getting smaller plates? If that's anything, you know, does anybody have any questions with everything? Drinking lots of water throughout the day. That is such a great practice, Ruth. It is. It's, yes, the cheese and chips. Everybody, when you go to parties, that's what it is. I mean, like, and there's that other thing too. It's being balanced, right? Like, I mean, you can, I looked at it, actually, this is going off track again. I watched this process where you'd have to eat like 50 bags of Doritos or something to actually gain a kilo of weight. So there's a lot of things, but if you do it every day, it's not going to help you, right? That's it. So it's kind of moderation at the same sense as well. All right, so our problem number 2 that I was explaining that we were talking about here, why restrictive dieting or irregular eating patterns can lead to extreme hunger, like anger, and triggered binge episodes. You know, does anybody else do that? Oh, using smaller plates. Yes, eating with a teaspoon. That's such a great idea, Tarn. Fantastic. So yeah, does anybody do that? Who restricts out there? I restricted for 30 years. 30 plus years, and it didn't get me anywhere. Anybody? Totally agree. Kindness to yourself and gratitude. So who out there restricts? Restrictive dieting or irregular eating patterns can lead to a cycle of extreme hunger and binge episodes created by both physical and mental deprivation. Physically skipping meals or limiting calories increases your hunger hormones, which makes it difficult to eat mindfully. And just basically be in the moment, because you're just, if you restrict all day long, you're just gonna, if you forget breakfast and you don't even eat throughout the day, you know, by the time lunch, dinner comes along, you're just gonna be famished. Your body's gonna be all out of whack. Mentally labeling certain foods as off limits can create intensive cravings. So have anybody noticed when you go on a diet? Here's the thing here. When you go on a diet and you're like, nope, no chocolate. Who craves chocolate? They say no bread. Who craves bread? That's all you want is those carbohydrates, right? When you do that, your subconscious mind wants it. When you say no, your subconscious mind. It's that thing, it says, we talk about this with neurotransformation therapy, with like all that says, you know, try not to picture an elephant in the room. Where's the big blue elephant in the room? Don't see the big blue elephant, right? When we say no, it's in there and it's purposely in there, right? I definitely have irregular eating patterns, purposely running out of time to eat at home in the morning. Well, this is where we actually have to set. This is our a priority. This is where we prioritize in the morning. If you're not hungry in the morning, then your body's natural cues will let you know. You do have these hormones when you regulate it all that help you with this. But when you start to say, no, I'm not going to eat in the morning, I'm not going to do that, I'm not going to eat through the day, and you're drinking water and stuff, your body is just going into like crazy mode. Hormones go all nuts. Additionally, inconsistent eating can cause blood sugar dips. Do you ever get like hangry. I used to get really hangry. Husband would be like, oh, you're nuts, leading to strong cravings. So you need that quick energy food like sugar, carbs, all the stuff galore. It's just really, really bad. This cycle often reinforces the guilt and the shame that we feel because we just, like when you start to eat those, then you're just like, oh, this is bad, but your body just wants it more. It makes the problem worse. Hey there, Furry. Hey there. Welcome aboard. Thank you for joining in. So here's a few reasons why it happens. Biological responses. When you restrict food or skip meals, your body senses a lack of nourishment and responds by your hunger hormones. That's the gremlin. I call it the gremlin. It wants food. It's hungry. You're going to it encourages you to eat. It's a survival mechanism because your body is trying to prevent starvation. When you restrict, your body holds on to that fat. It holds on to that nourishment. It holds on to everything. And it'll basically eat your muscles away. This is stuff that I've learned throughout the years. Like it just eats you. You're eating yourself. It's so bad. Hangry. Hangry. So if you like I said, you skip breakfast and lunch to save calories, by dinner time, your body is going to send like these intense hunger signals, and it's going to make it really harder to portion those sides, and you're going to overeat, and then you're going to feel bad, and you're going to feel horrible, and you're going to just maybe yell at your partner, yell at somebody, and get angry. The psychological response is restrictive dieting. Often involves cutting out specific foods, so we have those forbidden foods. So like I said, the pizza, that was a huge thing for me. I ate pizza the other day. It was really such a huge thing. And it was so good. I don't eat pizza every day, but I eat pizza. It's such a good thing. Chocolate. I mean, who loves chocolate? Those Reese's peanut butter cups are my favorite. And like I said, I used to binge. I would eat like 3 bags of those things at a time. I mean, you can easily go through a bag, can't you? Who agrees with me there? So, hey, Julie, welcome aboard. When you finally allow yourself to eat, you may feel compelled to overindulge in these foods and make up for the deprivation. So once we say no chocolate, you're going to eat chocolate. No chocolate, you're just going to eat the whole works. Not just one, you're going to eat like a shit ton of it. Sorry for the swearing. That's just what happens. From experience, who's experienced that? If you're on a low-carb diet and forbidden yourself from having bread or pasta, the longer you go without them, the more you might obsess. We just get crazy. One thing, here's going off topic again. So one thing with being in a binging and purging sort of cycle, for 30 plus years of my life, I obsessed about food. I had a complete obsession about what I could not eat, because I would just healthy eat, and I would binge on like the healthy foods and stuff like that. But once you're in that stage of complete restriction and you don't go with those foods, all you're going to do is just crave them even more. Like, who agrees with me there? Do you see that? Do you understand that? When you finally have access, it's easy to binge because you just have this craving. It's just building up inside of you. Leads to more guilt, more shame, more remorse, and then it goes into the next cycle of the pattern that keeps going. All right, so these both lead to the loss of hunger and the fullness cue. So restricting can also make it difficult for your body's natural signals to come in. Like I said, the ghrelin and leptin. So when you don't have these hormones in balance, you're just going to overeat, or you're going to undereat, and you're just going to go into this cycle. So like, who's done this before? Who's noticed this? I'd love to hear it. I love all your answers. Thank you so much for all the replies. This is so great. Is this really good? You're loving this? Like, this is so interactive. I love your interaction. I'm really, really grateful for this, guys. This is, ladies, everyone, this is so great. Thank you so much. Oh, here's the next thing. So if you eat a large amount only once during the day, like who just eats once a day? I don't know. I'm a grazer. We graze a lot, so it's little bits all the time. But if you eat a large amount only once a day, your body will not recognize the small signals of hunger or being full. And when you finally eat, it might lead to the binge. So when you eat that once a day, like I know there's fasting, but when you fast and all that, and then you just allow this whole space to eat, you're just going wah, 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 gobble, 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 right? Like, sometimes once a day. Then Taylor, not to single you out, but sometimes like when you eat just once a day, do you find that it's more than what you would normally eat? So breaking this cycle involves eating like regular snacks or grazing like we call it, and allowing yourself a variety of foods without restrictions, which really helps establish the normal hunger or like full cues. Like, it's funny. You used to always see me when I lived in Chinchilla, I'd have an apple. I'd always be eating an apple or a carrot. I don't have a carrot here, but apples, oranges. I'd always have them in my bag. I'm one of those weird people that always brings food with me anywhere. So I've got a snack. Well, my other real favorite one, beef jerky. Who likes beef jerky? If you're a vegetarian, maybe it's tofurkey or something. That's the way to do it. Fruit salad, way to go. I've been finding those are the natural sugars. Those are the good sugars, right? Those are what we really do. Yeah, so moving on then, like who's following along with everything so far? How are you enjoying this? Are you getting some useful tips in this? Ruth, way to go. 2 to 3 meals a day. My mom and my family, they eat 3 square meals a day. I told them, my son and my kids, we would eat like apples and carrots all day or something like that and eat more of these things. Now, I remember there's breakfast, you have lunch, and dinner's at 6 o'clock every night. And I mean, it's good for some people, but that's not how we go. We kind of graze throughout the day. Oh, thank you so much. I'm loving this. Thank you. I love that. It's brilliant. Thank you for being here too. All right. So what we're going to do now is problem 3, how to come back from feeling like crap after a binge instead of going down that rabbit hole, right? So by incorporating mindful self-compassion, gentle movement, and balanced nutrition in your recovery process. Yes, I'm changing my habits lately. This is so good. I'm so happy to hear this. That's so great. So by changing this and giving compassion and recovery, you can create a healthier mindset to avoid falling down negative patterns and go on more binges and everything like that. So, recovering from, Stacy's here too. Oh, everybody's giving up for Stacy. Woo! Hey, Stacy. Recovering from guilt and shame after a binge can be difficult. Who feels that? You just ate a whole bag of Reese's peanut butter cups. How are you feeling? Hey, Amber, thanks so much for being here too. Or you just ate a whole box of Pop-Tarts. Or you just had the 2 liters of ice cream. You're not feeling so great, are you? Your body's going like, blah. Recovering from guilt and shame can be difficult, but it's essential to break the cycle and grow a healthier mindset. So begin by practicing self-compassion, acknowledgement that mistakes do happen. Hi, beautiful. And, this can actually promote emotional healing and reduce the urge for more unhealthy behaviors because they can happen a lot. Once you do that, just be kind to yourself. I'm learning this too. Like I said, this was over 30 years for me of this cycle where I would do this, and you beat yourself up. You're happy, you go, you eat, you're happy, and then your cycle just keeps going. So if you just be more kind and compassionate to yourself, focus on nourishing your body with balanced meals rich in fruits, vegetables. Get the colors in there, lean proteins. Get your proteins in. A naturopath told me, do you like beef jerky? Do your kids like beef jerky? Eat that beef jerky. This is something get your proteins in. Another thing that I'm going off track here is that, did you know for women, all of us women, I'm 46, I'll let my age out. After a certain age, we need to have, I think it's at least 30 or 40 grams of protein first thing in the morning. If you've had the gastro band, you need, I think, at least 80 grams of protein in the morning, first thing, to get your body moving and everything going. So that's something to think about. I have a protein smoothie that I take in the morning. What do you take? And that actually helps your satiety, so your leptin will help in there, so you're not so hungry throughout the day. Additionally, get some whole grains, stabilize the energy, regulate your hunger. Take time to reflect on these triggers. Breakfast, protein for breakfast. So here, I'll go off again. So if you get your healthy fats in the morning, I have products that I use with my partner Co there. So I have a protein smoothie. I've got greens in the morning. I've got an enzyme that I use as well. And so I make sure that I get like 30 or 40 grams of protein with that. I put in avocado, which actually really is good because you need those healthy fats too, because a lot of us have the bad fats. I think the HDL is the bad one, and you want the low density lipoproteins. I think that's right. I get that mixed up. Even from nursing school, I always got that mixed up. So have that protein, have a smoothie in the morning, have something where you're nourishing that body, and you won't be so entitled to just pig out or snack on anything through the day. By integrating By integrating self-compassion, nourishment, and reflection, you can effectively manage post-binge feelings and prevent the negative binges from happening. So some strategies to come back from feeling bad after a binge. Who wants to hear that? Anybody want some strategies? One of them is obviously write it out, cry it out. Feel like, journal it out, get it out of your body, write it down. I find that anything where you're brain dumping is really, really good. You used to add protein powdered coffee. Oh, that's a good idea. Protein water in the morning. Well done. Yes. Get that protein in you. It is essential for women. It helps our body. It helps our bones. It helps the bone marrow. It helps us to metabolize food better, and it helps with that gremlin. You don't want that ugly gremlin coming to get you. And yes, journaling helps a lot. So there we go. So number 1, practice mindful self-compassion. This is, like I said, I've got some notes, so I'm reading my notes. So after a binge, instead of criticizing yourself, who criticizes themselves after you've just had like a whole tin of rice pudding? I used to have 3 of them. Who would eat one and just feel like that? I feel like a failure for binging again, or like I'm horrible. Why do I do this? And what am I doing? Instead of putting that in your head, reframe your inner dialogue. Reframing. And going, I'm a human. Mistakes happen. It's okay. I'll do better next time. I am not a bad person. I just ate something. It's not going to make me fat. It's not going to make me huge. I'm not 20 kilos heavier because I just had a tin of rice pudding, right? It's something. Acknowledge the feelings without judgment. And remind yourself that everyone experiences challenges with food at times. Everybody. You look at everyone out there, they all feel that. Reframing. That. Love it, Taylor, right? Reframing. Number 2, you could create a balanced meal plan. So after the binge, please try to resist the urge to skip the meals or to restrict your food intake. I mean, we could eat a whole lot and then we could just try to not eat as much. But once you get a certain pattern, you'll find your metabolism will balance out and you'll probably lose more weight. Not that I'm like encouraging weight loss for anyone with everything like that, but when you eat regularly through the day, your whole insides will be like, it burns. The fire, the fuel starts burning, and you start getting more and more, your metabolism picks up because you're giving little chunks at a time. Survival mode is starving yourself, and that is just going to hold on to everything that you're trying to lose in the first place, right? So, for instance, prepare balanced meals with grilled chicken, quinoa, roasted vegetables. You get your fiber, you get your protein. Make sure you get your fiber, protein. You need your carbs. You need all of this sort of stuff. Make sure you're hydrated with water, or make sure that you get enough teas, like herbal teas. I drink herbal tea all day long. It's incredible. Coffee is good, but it's also a diuretic. So that just kind of goes through you and it kind of dehydrates you a bit more. It is a liquid, but does dehydrate you. One thing I have that I love is lemon water. So I get my lemon water, and that's how I start every morning. pH balance helps your body just it sets your stomach up for happiness through the day. Lemon water is really, really good. So I drink a lot of that through the day too. And this approach to doing food throughout the day not only replenishes your body, but it helps to stabilize your mood and your energy levels. So we're not hangry, right? Oh, chamomile tea. What a good one. That's calm. Okay. Third one, and this is where we're going to get into some really cool stuff here, is engage in gentle movement or relaxation. Instead of punishing yourself after a binge, does everybody like go out and they're like exercising on the treadmill for like hours and hours thinking it's going to help? Not good for you. Instead of punishing yourself with intense exercise, feeling guilty about not doing anything, just start moving. Go for a walk, do some yoga, simple stretching, or breathing. Amber knows all about breathing. Breathe. Box breathing. 2, 3, right? Box breathing. Try that, look that up. Or the other one is that I did my last live. There's something called the birthday cake breathing, and that gets your body just regulated straight away. It's you do in. It's like you're blowing out the candles on the cake. That just calms the nervous system right down. It really does. Do some yoga, help reconnect with your body, go out, walk in nature, and just get outside, do a little bit of movement, because the best way to get rid of anxiety, the best way to get rid of fear, the best way to get rid of stress and tension is to move. Movement is key. It is so key. They'll teach you that in everything. And additionally, you have to, take time to check out those triggers that lead to it, like by journaling, and do some stuff. Cry your feelings out. Feeling is real. Feel yourself and all that. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, stay with me on this. This is really cool. I've been doing this course. It's called the Embodied 𝙀𝙬𝙤. And its movements, and these movements have just been, wow, really, really helpful, really healing. This is something that I'm going to show you a few of these movements that we do just to help when you're anxious, when you're stressed. If you've just had a giant binge where you've just eaten a whole bag of Reese's peanut butter cups, where you've just had a giant feast of salad, or like you've just ate a huge sandwich, a whole bunch of chocolate, and you feel like crap, I'm going to show these moves to you. So we have, the first one I'm going to say is the lake sacral, and its sacral is there, it's water waves. So I'm going to show you this. I'm going to actually move, hopefully this goes. Let me know if you can see me. I'm going to talk it out while I do it. And you can do this along with me too, if you want. So this is a sacral movement. So in the Embodied 𝙀𝙀𝙬𝙤, we actually have, hi Zoe, good to see you. In the Embodied 𝙀𝙀𝙬𝙤, we have 8 elements that go through our body, and lake is the second one. I found this to be really helpful for me because I'm a fire sign, so the lake calms me down. And this is really easy to do. Once you've had your binge and you feel like crap, you just start. You take your legs, spread them apart, like shoulder width apart, and this is easy. It's like being in the water, and you just kind of move. Rotate side to side. Move your head. Move your arms. See where my hands are going. And you breathe. You breathe in and out. You can shut your eyes. And you can do this, and you basically, it's very calming. And you just picture like you're waving in the water. Waving in the water. Waving in the water. So that's motion number 1 that I would like to show you. And I'm going to ask you later if you want to see these. Number 2, you can do that up to 2 minutes also, okay? So when you're doing this, it's not fast. It's nice and slow. This really slows your body down. It slows your nervous system. It's in the sacral. And the sacral is where our adrenals are and where our body is anxiety. So this really calms the anxiety. I've asked for the best movements to calm the anxiety down. We usually panic. Who panics after they've done a binge, right? So this really calms it. The second one is earth to heart, and this is lotus qigong. So this one right here, I really love this one. This is calm. You can do this for as long as you want, honestly. You have your legs set apart, and what we do is we breathe in all the way up, and we look to the skies, and we put our fingers together, and this is a breath in, and as we come down, we put it to the heart, and we breathe out the negative energy. All that negative food that we've just been like, yuck, and now we come back up, breathe in, and hold it to your heart, right? So, and then we breathe, now we come down again, we breathe out, And then we breathe into the heavens, look up, then we bring it down, and we take our negative judgments and calculate it, because we're judging ourselves lots after a binge, aren't we? Negative judgments out and calculating out, and then we cultivate and strengthen up into the heart with our love up into the heart. And then we breathe out and we breathe in, and then we do it again. We look up to the heavens and down and out. And we do this, I don't know, for 2 minutes or so. And this is a qigong. This is neigong, sorry. And we keep doing that. So the next one that we have here, if you follow me on that, how do you like it? I'm just reading the things there. Wow, love that. I know, it is so amazing. It really, really calms you down. And like I said, after you've had so much stress in your body, these are just incredible for this. The next one is the sacral, mountain in the sacral posterior. So we're putting our hands over our backside where our kidneys are, just about below the kidneys, where the kidneys are. And all we're doing with this one is just deep breathing. And you just breathe in and out. And you're belly breathing. So we're breathing into the belly, getting it out, and then in as we release. And we want our tailbone kind of under. We don't want to be like this. We don't want Daffy Duck bum. We want a under bum. And we're holding like this. And you do that for like 2 minutes. This is such a great thing to do after all of this, right? That's the mountain in the sacral posterior breathing. And this is lower the back gate of life. This is the back gate of life. It's an acupuncture point, which helps with the kidneys. And that is like a huge part of the body. Next one, so I'm going to come back and sit here with this. These are a few moves that we can practice with all this. So I hope you're loving this. Oh, thank you, Zoe. Proud of me. Yay! I'm proud of this too. This is really cool stuff. And these moves really help. So thank you for sticking this out with me, everybody that's here. Thank you so much for being on live with me. This next one is called Water in the Crown, and we stare into the darkness. These are so simple to do. I picked the most simple ones that are going to be the most effective for you to just calm you the F down after you just feeling so stressed out. Rub your hands together. Remember Mr. Miyagi? Mr. Miyagi. We're taking our palms here. Mr. Miyagi, practice with me. Mr. Miyagi, warm your hands. Hold them over your eyes like this. Do some deep breathing. And you do it for like a minute or 30 seconds or whatever. And then basically it's staring into the palms. And then after you're done, you just take your eyes away and you just see. It helps with the eyesight and the foresight. And the foresight is what we need, right? When we're having these intense feelings in our body. And our final one, this is incredible. This one right here. This was my favorite move so far ever. I'm going to read this out. Finally, we sit with our energy in the chi. And our energy is the chi into the lower dantian. I'm not sure if you can see this or not. So the way we sit with this one is we sit with our legs 45 degrees out, kind of like this. And we sit and we have our butt tucked under. And we sit down and we have our lower dantian. Our dantian is the field of energy center. It's the safest place for your energy to be stored. Get this too, it's your belly, right? Like right where you've eaten. It's the safest place for your energy to be stored. And this is where you want. So what we do here, our lower dantian, women, we have our right hand over our left hand over top. Right hand first, left hand over top. Men, left hand over top, and right hand over top. So women, we have it like this. And all we do is we close our eyes and we have our hands out. And they go down, so your hands are down, and then they're down, and you have the earth, so you're like pulling the earth up, and then you switch your palms up to the heavens, and then you put them down, and down to the lower dantian, and this brings your energy in, and then you just breathe again, and you have your arms out, and then you bring them over top, hands together, and you bring it down into your lower dantian. You do this about, we do this 3 times, but you should do it about 9 times when you start. And then after we've done it, we get the long arms out. This is going to calm you right down, I swear. When you're breathing through this whole thing, the energy of this, you just watch it and you close your eyes and you bring your hands down into your lower dantian. And then what you do is you do 12 little circles, then you do 12 medium circles, and you do 12 big circles. And then you go the other way, 12 big circles, 12 medium circles, and 12 little circles. And this is how honesty and loving, nourishing energy gets restored into the body. And that's like a battery for your body. So I felt so different after this. I'm a really, like anybody that knows me, you all know me, I am a very pumped up person. This just calmed me right down. So these 4 moves that I've just showed you, they will help you significantly after you have a binge. If you have an unfortunate event where you have a binge, these will significantly help you. They just calm you right down. And like, what do you think of that? Do you follow any of those? I've never really done anything like that before, and I wasn't sure because I'm just learning this stuff, but I've just found it so incredible and it's really healing. So I practice that anytime I'm stressed, anytime you're stressed too. So if you'd like, I can do a video with these movements and share it with you. So just in the comments, mark down Qi, it's QI, or dantian. If you want me to do a little video for you, I will do a video for you and show you these moves all again, and then you can practice these too. It is so good. Oh, nice. They're very good to incorporate in your body. All right. So getting back to our final bit is how to develop a balanced, healthy relationship with food. Thank you so much for that too. I really appreciate that. So just, let me know. QI or dantian or yes, please. I will send this to you. Really cool moves. And that's the embodied I Ching. These guys, they are just phenomenal. I love it. 8 chakras through the body. That's such a cool thing. All right. So developing a balanced, healthy relationship with food means cultivating a positive, non-restrictive approach to eating that nourishes your body and your mind. So a few tips, like practice your mindful eating like we were talking about. Really pay close attention to your body's hunger signals and their fullness signals. Like savor each bite, enjoy every little bit. Look at the colors, look at the taste, like smell the smells. And just kind of really be in the present moment with that. Avoid the distractions like the TV, or avoid scrolling. Put your phone away when you eat. Try that for once. Who wants to try that, please? Yeah. And set aside the next day. Set aside designated times for meals. Like chew slowly, enjoy the flavors. Oh, the other thing I want to say, like really cool things. I have these. These are freaking awesome. So have you seen these? They're in Woolies, I think, or Kohl's. These are natural. They are, use me on everything. Use me on. There's taco. There's the Greek goddess, the green goddess. Greek. Oh, I've just used that one. I made a Greek salad, and Amber actually saw me making that. It's really good. They're natural spices. There's no sugar. There's no crap. Because a lot of these spices that we get from the grocery store add a lot of crap in them. So buy these. These are really good. No nonsense. There's nothing crap in them. And they're just natural. Good for your body and all that. No fillers. No blah, blah. So, and then while you're eating, taste the textures and smell the foods. Check in with yourself halfway through when you're eating. Also want to show you that. Sorry for disappearing for a minute, but like I said, do the plate thing. Instead of getting the plate like this, which is bigger than your head, try the one that's about head size, right? Check in with yourself halfway through too. Does that make sense to everybody? Do you follow what I'm saying? Which would you prefer? Left or right? And if you're binging, try the right side. Right? Try it anyways. If you gotta go out and you gotta binge or you want to have that extra whatever, get these plates out and try that instead, right? And somebody said in the comments before they use a teaspoon. How freaking awesome is that? Smaller bites and all that, right? Really connect in with yourself. It's really good. So, little plate, big plate. Yo, big moon, little moon. Do little moon. Try that. Yeah, don't forget the smaller plate. Second thing, remove the good versus bad food. It's okay to eat a Reese's peanut butter cup. It's not okay to eat 18 of them at once. It's okay to eat a Pop-Tart. It's okay to have ice cream. It's okay to have all these things. It's moderation, which is the key. You don't need to eat, well, you know, it's okay to have the rice cream, like creamed rice. This is, there are 3 servings in this whole thing. So, make 3 servings, put it away if you need to have a binge. Eat them slowly, right? That's what you should do. Try something like that. Does that make sense? You know, do you follow me with that? Or, you know, like if you want, like, it's okay. Replace restrictive thoughts with a flexible mindset, like I said, where you honor your cravings. Everyone's going to crave something. You got to crave it. Your body craves food, and it's a natural survival sort of mechanism that just says, like, I need this right now. Your body craves things, so when it craves stuff, you just honor it. If you need chocolate, have a piece of chocolate. You don't need a whole bloody chocolate bar. And don't label it as bad. Try not to label the bad. Hello there. Thanks so much for joining in. Portion control. Yes, so much. Focus on nutrition, not restriction. So what this looks like is choosing foods that make you feel energized and satisfied rather than restricting or following those yucky fad diets that are out there. Incorporate colorful fruits. I mean, like, you can eat this any time of the day. You can eat a pepper. Well, you call it a capsicum, right? Eat a capsicum. Have this on the side. I carry this in my bag. Have an apple. Mangoes, yum, yum, yum. Have an orange, like all these foods. Carry something like this in your bag if you're going to have it. And so you have that snack on the side. Be prepared. Just like they say in The Lion King, be prepared. So have something like this. It is so amazing for you. Natural sugars, really good for you. Fiber. You get your carbs, you get your fiber, you get your natural sugars, not candy. Really good. So try things like that. Yes, you do too. Yay! Good for you, Todd. Awesome. Have lemon water. Lemon water is a really good thing too that just kind of kicks it whenever you have those weird cravings as well. Like fiber more nutrition. Or, like I said, carry this around. Get yourself some beef jerky. Who likes beef jerky? All right, I'm going to read this out here. Someone said that if you have a craving, satisfy it with the best versions of the food you want. Do not have one, but have one from the servo. If you want a donut, have one, but don't have one from the servo. Because the ones from the servo are like, ah. So, or else go buy a beef jerky. I mean, like, that's a really good too. That's like, you know, you get your protein. That's this right here is 27 grams of protein. I don't know how much. It's 2 servings. You get protein. Protein, did you know that protein throughout the day will curb your cravings and it will curb your appetite for wanting those crappy sugary foods and all that? Really, really good. Mangoes, lemon water. Also, something Renee's not on. I'm not sure Renee's here anymore, but something that I would want to show you. I've been doing this for over 3 years now. I've been with a company called PartnerCo, and I do share these with people. I have day and night drops. These are hormonal drops, which help with the ghrelin and leptin that I was talking about before. So the gremlin, that levels that make you hungry, and the leptin levels which make you feel full, and they reduce cravings naturally in the body, and they help rebalance your hormones. Woo! Yeah, they help with mood also, satiety, even with reducing those cortisol levels in the body, which basically makes that belly happen with that. So these are something that are really, really amazing. I've been using these for years. You don't have to use them for life, but these have been something significant that I've seen so many people. If you have those sweet tooths, if you have those, what is the other one? Savory tooths, These really, really, really help you so much. You take them for 4 months, your hormones are rebalanced. I don't want to really say this because I don't like to promote the weight loss, but the benefit, the side effect of these is weight loss, which is good, and your energy levels skyrocket. So I do share these, I do promote these, I love these are so incredible. Put drops in the comment if you want any more information. I've been doing that for 3 years. These are basically like, I'm on a re-kick with these right now, so I'm feeling really, really good and energized. Okay, so that's okay, satisfied the things. I'll send you some info there, Taylor. Thank you so much. All right. So I really hope this live has been really useful. I'm not sure how long we've been going for. It's only supposed to have been like 20 minutes. But please, I hope it's been really helpful for you. Let me know what your biggest outtake on this has been, for everything that we've talked about. And for my own curiosity, please, in helping others with this, I would really love if you would comment below anything that I could have done better, or anything that's different, or anything that you could offer any more suggestions of things that I could have said or done differently with this has helped. So let's expand the library of Kelly Broutland coaching and how we can all grow together, right? So really, really would love to hear that from you if you'd like to share that. And I'm really so grateful. Thank you everyone that stayed for the whole time. I'm so grateful for you. This is great. It's been a long one. It's been really great. So, as mentioned before, I've got a special offer for those who are ready to take this next step. I'm offering 3 free coaching sessions, to the first few people who comment coaching below, to apply what you've learned today. These calls are breaking through and creating healthy changes that you want. Like if you're interested, just comment coaching below and I'll reach out to you afterwards. This self-work on binging has been a game changer for me. I'd love to make this something that changes for you as well. This is seriously my passion. Like it is seriously my passion. I want to be the shortcut for you, or for anyone who is experiencing any sort of food and or body issues. I've been blessed with these tools and these strategies to help, and really, like, that's what I love to do. I love to help heal. I love to help people do this. This is something that I love doing, and this is my passion. This is my niche. This is what I love to do. I have gone 30 plus years with having nothing that has helped. These tools changed my life significantly, and I want to do it for you. I want to be that shortcut. Like I said, why struggle 30 plus years when you can have it done? I have a 6-week course. I have a 9-week course, honest to goodness, and I want to help you get through with this. So thank you everyone. Honestly, this has just been so great. It's been such a pleasure sharing this with you. I'm so grateful for all of you. Thank you so much, Tarn. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you, Tarn. Thank you, Taylor. Thank you, everybody, for being here. If you found any value, please tag somebody else that you might know in this training. Tarn, you were asking about that. I can send it to you, whatever. I'm excited to see how you all start embracing these tools in your adventures in life and creating some changes that you all deserve to. And remember, I believe in you. I believe you got this too. Woo! Reach out anytime. And yeah, like I said, I will get back to you with all these comments, and I will make up a video if you really like, for all those activities there, that will significantly just drop you down to that next level. If a hyper person like me, who's got anxiety, stress, and all that kind of stuff, if it can bring me down a notch, oh my gosh, what it's going to do for you ladies and you folks out there, it's going to be incredible. So thank you so much. Yes, we'll get back to you. Yes, definitely, Ton. Get back to where we started and we'll get moving on with that. Thank you so much, everybody. I love you all so much. I'm so grateful for this. And I will chat with you all soon. Yay! Thanks for joining me tonight. That's been an hour and a bit. I'm so grateful. I'm really grateful. Thanks for sticking it out. Love you to pieces. Have a great night. All right? Thank you. We'll chat with you again. Bye.